Killing Moses by Ricardo M. Fleshman. Fade in. Cut to. Exterior dirt streets of Cité-Simon, Haiti, midnight. Begin dream sequence. Daniel Callahan, a skinny black man in his mid-30s, dressed in a photographer's vest, khaki shorts, and boots, is being pursued through the dirt streets of the Haitian ghetto by two machete-wielding thugs and a bokor, a tall, half-naked witch doctor with his face painted over in white and gold-capped front teeth. Daniel's side is bloodied, and the camera hanging around his neck has been busted. He searches up and down the streets for exit, but is trapped by the bokor and the henchmen. The thugs hold him down while the bokor laughs menacingly and blows a white powder down into Daniel's face. End dream sequence. Daniel awakens in his small room. Interior, abandoned church rectory, night. He is upset by the dream. He stands from the bed and dresses. At the dresser, he also finds a small silver box in the top drawer that he examines and carries with him out into the interior, abandoned church sanctuary, where he walks to a replica of the crucified Christ that is hanging askew from rusted chains. He gives a perfunctory bow and looks respectfully up at the crucifix, but does not see the young woman. She is a young Creole woman, slightly older than Daniel. She is voluptuous and dressed in a white halter top, long madras skirt with a red headdress and oversized hoop earrings. She is barefoot and standing in the shadows of the ruined church.
Men tell tales to themselves, to each other, hell, even to you.
And what you be telling tales about now, Daniel?
She moves closer to the front of the church, closer to Daniel, and allows herself to be only almost visible. Daniel turns to face the shadow, but he is not surprised. He looks at the silver box in his hands, and then back to where the voice of the young woman has come from.
What are you doing here, lover?
How did you find me, Lisette?
Manette has her ways. She demanded that I come to you. She has seen horrible things for you, Daniel.
So you didn't come here of your own accord? It took Madame Saint-Germain ordering you to come?
Lisette steps out of the shadows for the first time since entering. Her bracelets chime when she walks from the shadows to the front of the church to meet Daniel.
Qu'est-ce
You know damn well what happened. It happened to both of us. If you came here for this, then take it.
Pardon-moi? I am not here for anything other than to bring you back. That box is more than just a trinket of the love you once held for me. It is evil. And now they are coming for it again.
Then let them come. I am not afraid. You understand so little.
This place cannot make you safe. Running cannot make you safe, Daniel. Leaving me, leaving us, what were you thinking? It is where I want to be, where I belong, but you left me behind.
You know why I left. To go back now. Well, that's exactly what they want me to do. Have you even considered that? Have you even thought about what that means?
Lisette leans in close and places a soft, gentle kiss, first on his cheeks and then on his lips. He hesitantly kisses her back at first, but then harder. He stands back and looks deeply into her eyes and contemplates her request.
I know what it means for us if you stay here, if you keep running. If you stay here, you are in no less danger, and neither am I. With you here, I am alone, and that I cannot face.
Lisette.
Daniel, please. You must return with me to New Orleans and let Manette try and protect us both.
With what? Some damn fool magic? Voodoo? Do you even know if they're still looking for us? I mean, for sure.
Yes. They are coming. And this time they will kill us.
The church door blows open under a strong gust of wind. They embrace and look out into the dark, ominous night. Cut to. Title screen, Killing Moses. Dissolve to exterior Louisiana highway, morning. Private Detective Moses Byone, a black man in his late 50s with graying hair and an athletic build, drives quickly along the highway. He alternates between smoking from a cigarette and taking sips from a coffee cup. In the seat beside him are several newspapers with headlines, all telling of the fire at the upstairs lounge. He drives past a sign welcoming visitors to Innis, Louisiana, and then turns onto a private road. An unmarked sedan with two State Bureau agents, both men are dressed in plain black suits. The driver is an older man with a crew cut and permanent scowl, and the passenger is a younger, up-and-coming agent with a wistful expression, slow to get a good look at Moses as he passes them. He stops in the driveway in front of the old Racoussi cottage, where Vanessa Collingwood waits for him on the porch. The cottage is a 2-level mansion, built in the antebellum tradition with grand porches aft and to, and large white columns lining the entrances. Vanessa is a middle-aged white woman, homely but pretty. She is drinking from a mint-tea punch and is clearly agitated.
No doubt you passed the state agents on your way in.
I saw them. What do they want?
They were tearing through Jefferson's study again, looking for God knows what. I guess they didn't find what they were looking for because they tore us out of here pretty quick. What were they looking for, detective? Do you have any idea?
Beats me.
Well, maybe you should get an idea. I mean, that is what I'm paying you for, right?
You hired me to find out what happened to your husband, and I intend to do just that. Not chase around some State Bureau agents who may or may not be looking for the same things. The reason I drove all the way back out here is to get another look at Jefferson's things too. So can we do that? Or are we gonna keep me out here all day while you enjoy another cocktail? Hey, it's your dime either way, lady.
She stares incredulously at Moses for a moment, but then reluctantly ushers him into the house. Cut to interior, Jefferson Collingwood's home office, morning. The office is a well-kept and neat space. The only things in disarray are papers strewn about the desktop, a few of which have fallen to the floor. The large desk sits against the far wall with bookshelves on either side. A leather sofa sits adjacent a glass-encased Civil War chess set. There is a large painting of a young woman hanging on the wall behind the desk. Moses walks over to the desktop, inspecting the papers. He finds nothing noteworthy, so he walks behind the desk, pulling out the drawers, and also dismisses each set of contents in turn. Frustrated, he looks back to Vanessa. She is standing by the doorway, almost in tears now, but still sipping at her drink.
I've been down to the upstairs lounge and the place is a wreck. The police and the fire marshal have the place locked up tighter than a nun's asshole, and even I can't get in. They'll keep going through the investigation until they can nail down the cause of the fire, but that has nothing to do with Jefferson, I'm sure. So I thought I'd have better luck back out here. Maybe give his office another look. Do you know what Jefferson was working on before he went missing? Before the fire?
He was working on a probate case. Some peckerwood out in the parish and inherited a farm from his daddy. What does that have to do with anything?
Maybe everything, maybe nothing. Did his habits change in any way that you could tell? I mean, was he staying out late, coming home early for no reason? I know I asked you some of this before, but I'm just hoping that maybe something has jogged your memory.
I told you everything I knew. He wasn't the least bit strange before the last time I saw him.
Look, Vanessa. You've now got the state men sniffing around out here, and neither one of us with a clue as to why. I'm trying to find out what happened to your husband, who all but does a disappearing act within the last 24 hours of being burned alive in a gay bar down in New Orleans. Now you tell me, that ain't the kind of guy he was, and I believe you. But I also think you know more than you're letting on. I really don't give a shit if this is embarrassing or going to put you out of favor with the girls over at the country club. You should have thought of that before you called me. But now's your chance to help. And if you love him like you say you did, then help me. They say dead men tell no tales, and that's for sure. But the things they leave behind do. So look around this room and tell me if there's something in here that doesn't feel right to you. Come on, Vanessa. There's got to be something.
Vanessa steps into the office. Her puffy-eyed gaze lingers on Moses momentarily before she nods. She slowly raises a finger to point at the large painting of the young Creole girl wearing a red headdress hanging on the wall behind Jefferson's desk.
What about it?